Hey guys, it's me, Nikki, and I just filmed a video for you guys on two different products, basically. Well, okay, it's kind of like a mixture of products. I wanted to do a demo and first impression using this. I know some Japanese. I don't really speak fluently, but I can hold a conversation. I don't really know what this is called though. It is from Daiso, Japan. I can read some of this, but I don't know like the Romaji for it, or the English, like what the actual word means. So with that being said, it's a charcoal blackhead remover from Daiso, Japan, and it's super cheap. I've heard that it hurts. I've heard good and bad. So we're gonna try this out. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with it. Another thing I wanted to do is, I've heard a lot of people talking about, and I know you guys are going to laugh because this looks so unorganized right now, the Hansen Wax Strips. I have been using these for 9 years of my life, okay? And this is the only thing I use on my eyebrows, other than tweezers when I need them. So I've heard a few people complain about them, but I'm going to show you guys just how easy and how effective that is. Now, if you have really thick eyebrows, yeah, you're probably not going to want to do it, or you may have to do it twice. If you're like me, I have thin hair, thin brows. Works fine for me. Works wonderful, actually. I do not use the oil that comes with it. I just use coconut oil because it's really good for you anyways. And after I waxed my brows, I actually showed you guys how I groom my brows. So I've got here a spoolie and a little pair of scissors. Anywho, yeah. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you guys know how to reach me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like, awesome. Subscribe, that'd be great too. Alright, bye. Hey YouTube, it's me, Nikki Z, and I am here to do basically, I don't know, I'm going to try a new product, which I'm pretty excited about, and I'm going to show you guys how I groom my eyebrows. I've had a few requests for a brow video, as well as a nail tutorial video, which, by the way, I'm just okay at nails, so I've had quite a few requests to do nail tutorials over the past 3 years, and I've decided that I will be doing that. So I am practicing. I usually use gel, but I finally got back into acrylic, so I purchased a set to do some stuff with. So I'm a little nervous because they don't look amazing right now, to be honest with you. It's my first time doing acrylics in about 15 years. It's a long time. Gel has been a lot more easy and convenient for me, but I love the encapsulation that you can do with acrylic. So, that being said, I did my nails. This hand is shorter because I wanted to see which one I preferred, having short stilettos or like almond shaped nails, or having longer like stiletto, almost stiletto kind of nails. So, I'm able to type, everything is good. Anyways, I don't want to make this a very long intro, but you guys probably see this right here, right? I know what you're thinking. It looks crazy. But I am using the Hansen Wax Strips. Now, this kind of made me sad because I've been using these for, I think, 9 years now. And I saw someone on YouTube, and they were like complaining about these, and I love these. If you have very thick eyebrow hair, you might as well do it yourself with actual wax versus using the strips. I have very fine hair, very thin hair. That's why I've been using these 9 years, no problems whatsoever. In fact, I haven't had my brows professionally done since I was in cosmetology school. So, and even then, that was a student, it was a friend, so it was a fellow classmate. Yeah, I've had no problem whatsoever with these. Yes, they feel waxy when you're done. I use coconut oil and it takes the wax right off, so it's not a big deal for me whatsoever. It's convenient. I do it once every 2 months. That's all I need to do, which is awesome, and it's super cheap. So with that being said, I've heard someone else just kind of rag on how much she said that these were crap. whatever. She admitted that she had very thick eyebrows, very thick hair. It's not going to work for everyone, guys. It's a preference. These save me money. These work like a charm. If I miss a single hair, which sometimes you might miss one, it's not a big deal because I have a pair of tweezers. So, yeah. Anywho. Yes. So I'm doing my eyebrows now. I'm doing the above part. I'm going to show you guys how to do underneath. And then I'm going to try this. I don't know. It's like a charcoal blackhead remover from Daiso, Japan. So we're going to see how that works. Yeah. So before I do that, we're going to go ahead and do the brows. And for that, I just take a wax strip, of course. I'm going to cut it because I obviously don't need, I definitely don't need this much wax for my eyebrow. Now, what I do as well is I actually, like, I will cut, let's see here, a strip about this size. I have hooded eyelids, and I do not want to pull on my lid. I have once before, and it actually bruised. Yeah, it actually left a bruise. It hurt so bad. Let's not even talk about it. It was a bad time. So, what I'm going to do, I already know my eyebrow shape. I would suggest if you're new to this, since it's transparent, hold it up to your eyebrow. Take like a permanent marker or a dry erase marker, or like a Bic marker, and just kind of draw along the line so that way you know, like, go along the edge of your brow. That way you know what shape you want to have. I wouldn't suggest using an eyeliner to do that because I smudged it once and it was a bad time. But if you have like a dry erase marker or even just like a permanent marker, you're going to be just making a stencil, so it's not a big deal. I already know how my brows are, so I'm going to go ahead and what I do is I just make like a little strip like this. It's kind of hard to see because it is transparent, but I just kind of put it wherever I need it. And my brows are naturally thin, which kind of sucks. So see, I can line it up right underneath. That's what I do. Now for this top part, I just kind of, I'll actually show you guys how I did that. Or I'll show you guys the strip when I'm done. That might be a little bit easier. But I have a really nice natural arch, and I keep my natural brows. Like, I don't try to shape them into what they're not. I think everyone has a beautiful set of brows. I mean, and if it's a preference and you just want to switch how it looks, that's fine. Completely. It's up to you. It's your body. It's your decision. But I prefer to keep mine natural. I just like the natural look. Yeah, it just works for me. It complements my face shape. Eyebrows are very important because they actually frame your face. I mean, when you look at someone, you're looking at their eyes, and right above their eyes is an eyebrow. Sometimes there's no eyebrows. 99% of the time there's an eyebrow there, and that's going to help just shape your face, how you do your makeup. I mean, it's so important. Eyebrows are just important. Like, if I could choose a few different things that were like makeup related, that I had to do for the rest of my life, like let's say you could only use like 5 makeup products, it would be one of my top products would be probably like a brow powder or something, just because it is important to me. Anyways, it's a preference, but as a makeup artist, it is pretty important. Now I'm having an issue. I just did my nails and now I'm like, I can't get the wax strip to open up. Hurdy-durdy-dur, like I'm having a moment. Well, this is lovely. I'm like, yeah, this is easy to use, and then I put on these like really, really long nails, and I'm like, wait, I think I'm onto something here. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm so not used to long nails at all. Like, even when I have done my other nails before, they've been relatively like sporty and short. That's just my thing. Okay, got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel it apart. And then I'm gonna go ahead and line this up with my arch. I'm gonna raise my brows like I'm super surprised about something. And then I'm gonna place it there. Now, as you can see, it's going to overlap a little bit right here underneath my brow, like just the beginning of it, which is fine because I kind of want that to be gone. I don't want it to be like that. So, go over here to the side, same dealio. I have very, very thin brows, and I mean, that's fine. I just kind of want to clean up where they begin. I feel like that's kind of important. So, all right. Now, basically with this, I did leave a little bit of space right here, like in between the very bottom part of the arch. And that's just because I have like 1 or 2 hairs there, maybe, that need plucked. So everything else is just going to get waxed right off. Now, I'll show you guys how I do the inner part, like my unibrow as well. While I'm waiting, though, we are going to try this Daiso Japan product. So it says here, the directions. After cleansing your face, evenly apply on the nose area and let it dry for 10 to 15 minutes. If completely dried out, peel it off starting at the bottom, pulling toward the top. Do not use more than twice per week. For sensitive skin, apply facial essence before using and slowly peel it off starting at the top toward the bottom. Well, whatever. I do kind of have sensitive skin, but it's kind of. It's just basically during the seasons, whenever they change and etc. So, I've never used this. Let's give this a shot. I'm a little nervous. Okay. So, I've got, whew, it's kind of runny a little bit. Got some of this here. Oh my goodness. So, I guess I just kind of I don't know how thick I'm supposed to have this. You know what? I kind of want to use this on my chin as well. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, guys. I'm going to put it on a little bit thicker just because I want to make sure that I'm able to get it off when it dries. So okay. And I'm going to put this on my chin. Sorry. Oh my goodness. This is so funny. Like, I don't even... I promise I'm not trying to do blackface, guys. I promise. This is weird. This is really weird. Okay. I read online that this hurts. So, you know what? Beauty is pain. It's pain. No pain, no gain, guys. So, oh my goodness. Yep. I'm scared. Oh, my eyebrows are gonna hurt, and so is my chin and my nose. Bring it. I am ready. Okay, so I'm gonna let this set and do its thing for a little bit. I'll come back, obviously, to peel off the wax. And while I'm waiting for this, I'm gonna pause the camera. I'm actually gonna go out there and scare the shit out of my boyfriends. I'm sure he's gonna scream like a little girl, but I will be right back. Okay, So, as you can see, there's parts that's still kind of wet. I'm waiting for all of that to dry, and I've got my iPad actually plugged in here. I keep myself busy by looking at some cool stuff. Christmas is coming up, and I have a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old niece, and I have a nephew that's 4, and his birthday's this month, so I'm pretty excited about that. He's going to be 5. Yeah, so definitely looking for some cool gifts for kids that age, of course. I'm trying to find my nephew a robot, because what kid doesn't want to have a robot? I mean, am I right? Or like an RC robot or something. Definitely a lot of fun. Anywho, yeah, this is drying. It's starting to get a little hard. Like, I can feel it getting really stiff and pulling a bit. I'm going to go ahead and remove the top part of the wax strip so I can show you guys like what I did with that. Ah! It's one of those things you don't want to think about. You just do it. Because, like, I will sit here sometimes and I'll be like, 3, 2, 1, and then I'll go to rip it off, and I'm like, nope, 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 and then I just count down like 3 or 4 times until I'm like, I'm being such a wuss. But anywho, yeah, so I had to like kind of, you know, surprise myself, I guess. Sometimes you gotta do that. So here is what, I don't know if you guys can see, but it did pull out some of like the little baby hairs. I don't think you guys can see that, but they're all along like right here. Just some of the longer baby hairs, and a few stragglers. But I went ahead and whenever I cut this, against like the black backdrop there, I made an angle, and that's just to kind of, I put the angle right above the arch where it starts, just to kind of keep things a little bit more crisp and clean. Yeah, so there's that. Now, they do say you can reuse these strips. I don't. I pay like $5 or $6. You get a ton of them, guys. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm working on the same set that I bought a year ago. I only wax my brows like once every 2 months. I know, it's fabulous. I love it. And yeah, so with that being said, I think you get like 30 strips or whatever, and some of them are huge, so you just cut them. You don't need it. You don't need the whole thing. So someone was talking about how waxy and just terrible it is afterwards. Honestly, there's only a little piece of wax right here, like right there, and that's it. Everything else is like smooth and just clean. So really, it's just on preference. If, like I said, if you have, you know, a lot of people have bashed these. I've been using them with absolutely no problems. I've waxed other people's eyebrows with them with no problems. These are my favorite product to use to wax my brows with. And I've tried like nads. I've tried, I don't even know why they named those products nads. It's just terrible. But anywho, I know. I have a bad, terrible mind. I'm kind of a smart ass. But yeah, so with that being said, and over here, there's a little piece of wax right there. So it's just shiny right in that little spot. And that's it. That is it. Yeah, there's not a bad time on my face. Except for it looks kind of crazy right now. I get that. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull off the bottom strip here. So I'm going to go ahead and push down just to make sure everything is picked up. Just kind of push it down, and then I'm going to get brave. Whew. It really doesn't hurt. Like, I just feel like a wuss. It really doesn't hurt. Ah! And I say that, but it really doesn't. Like, it's more like, I don't know, like a disruption, and that's it. Anywho, I don't know if you guys, I'm going to try and put that on the black backdrop back there. So maybe you guys can see that it did pull some hair out. It pulled a lot out. Do you guys see how crisp and clean? I don't want to use my middle finger. I'm not flipping you guys off. How crisp and clean that line is. Yeah. There's like no wax stuck. I mean, it's nice. It's really not a big deal. I don't know why people make it such a big deal, but it's not. So don't freak out. Don't worry about it. You're cool. Anywho, yeah, so everything's looking good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I do the unibrow area. So, let's get rocking and rolling here. Okay, I have a few like strips over here. Does it have wax on it? Yes, okay. What I'm going to do is actually just like if you hold up the wax strip, you can see where the wax is on the inside of the strip. I'm going to cut right along that so that every piece has wax on it. Like that. And it's going to look a little crazy. It's going to sound a little crazy. I'm going to go ahead and just heat it up in between my fingers, like so. You just do this for a little bit, and it kind of heats up the wax so that it's soft enough and pliable enough to pick up whatever hair you need to have picked up. Now, I've already plucked. My unibrow comes back for some reason a lot sooner. It grows a lot more quickly than the rest of my eyebrows. So I did kind of pluck a few hairs, which isn't a big deal because it's going to grow back anyways and whatevs. But I'm going to show you guys if I can get this. I have these nails. Okay, hang on. Oh, I thought I had it. Got my hopes up, and then there we go. Okay, so that's like the hardest part about it. It's peeling the strips apart. Okay, now these are kind of long, so I am probably going to cut it a bit. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm actually going to cut it in half. Alright, here's how I do this. I'm going to take one piece and put it in a straight line right next to where my brows start. I have a few straggler hairs that are just like, they're like the lost boys. They're just kind of like there on my face. Okay. They don't really belong anywhere. And as you can see, like, with my face shape and like how everything is lined up here, I usually pencil this brow in a little bit more towards the very start of it because the hair, there's like less hair, and it's just, it grows like that. It's crazy. It hurts my feelings, but that's how it is, so I just deal with it. Now, I'm going to kind of like press down on it and make sure, of course, that I feel so funny in this video, like doing this, but oh well. Press down on it, that way I'm making sure it's picking up all of the little hairs. And then, of course, I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera and wait some more time. And yeah, I just don't want this video to be like an hour long, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll be back whenever either this is ready to go or this is ready to go. Okay, it'll be just a moment. Okay, so I am back to pull this off. These are still, there's a few little spots that are drying. Of course, I'm probably going to wait just an extra like 5 minutes just to be safe. I leave these on for about 5 minutes. Just cause, I don't know. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and rip this off. Ugh. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It's a reaction. I'm sorry. So there's that. And then I did put, like, I had an extra strip that I'd opened or had torn apart. So I went ahead and applied just like one here and then one over here just to get whatever excess might be hanging out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. Again, it doesn't hurt. I'm just a wuss. Yeah, so there is that. And I'm going to wait, obviously, I just feel like the center is still kind of mushy. And, or actually maybe not. I think that did dry. Okay. Well, we're going to try this, and this is probably going to hurt really bad. At least that's what it said on the internet, and the internet's always right. So, oh boy. You know what? This doesn't hurt. Wow. On the plus side, I mean, I take very, very good care of my skin. I'm on this whole, like, skincare journey, and that's a huge plus. There was a few, like, blackheads that I just didn't, you know, I didn't get. But, I mean, it works. It works. Like, I guess I should show you guys, even though it's gross. So it's super thin. And I don't know if you guys can see or if my camera will focus. Mainly my issues was right here, just on the very edges. So I will show you guys some of my issues. I don't think you guys can see that. I don't think my camera's not going to zoom in on it. It did work. I see like 9 or 10 blackheads. Again, like I take my skin, I've been like ridiculously crazy with it. So I take very good care of my skin. However, there was a few that I wasn't able to get. Okay, there's more like 20 that I wasn't able to get. And yeah, they look like little hairs. So this does work, absolutely. My skin feels really soft underneath where it was, so that's cool. Now this may hurt because my nose is always like super dry. I'm trying to lift up here. Okay. Nope, doesn't hurt. Yeah, there was actually quite a few on my nose. So that I wasn't able to get, like, you know, with my normal regimen that I do. But just to, I want to show you guys. I just, like right here, I don't know. I just feel like my camera's not going to zoom in where I want it to. But there's some like little hairs stuck to it. Basically, those aren't hairs. Those are blackheads. So this works. And I think I paid like $5 for this. That's, I know I look crazy right now, but this is a huge bottle. Like, this is pretty decent size. I hardly even put a dent in it by doing this. So I'm going to assume that you could use this like 15, 20 times. Not bad at all. It's like 80 grams for like $5. Now, anytime you do like a pore strip or whatever, like here's the deal, guys. It is safe to use. I've heard a lot of people say it's not safe. It is safe to use, but do not overdo it. Like, do it once every few weeks, you know? A lot of people may think they have blackheads, but really, like, sometimes naturally your pores will just fill up. It's called sebum, S-E-B-U-M, and there will be some sebaceous filling. It's just how your skin produces oil. It's a protection mechanism, basically. It's a defense mechanism. So you don't want to overdo it. Anywho, I'm going to go and, like, wash the rest of this off. Like, my nose is a little red just because I had something on it, and then I, like, peeled it off, and then whatever, but it worked. So, not bad, Daiso Japan. Not bad at all. And, you know, I was really scared. Online, everyone's like, oh, it really hurts. No, it doesn't. You're fine. Don't be a wuss. I'm a wuss, and I was able to handle it. So, yeah, anywho, there's that. I'm going to wash my face. I'm going to come back and show you guys how I actually, like, trim my brows. And then, yeah, that'll be the end of the video. So it'll be just a moment. I'll be right back with a clean face. Alright, YouTube, so I'm going to show you guys how I do the trimming of my brows. And it's kind of crazy because I decided to go silver. Yeah, anyways, it turned kind of like a blue color. I'm hoping it fades. I bought some more silver stuff to apply on top just to kind of, you know. Anyways, I want gray hair. I know it sounds crazy, but I do. So I use 2 different products. Well, first of all, what I am going to do, because I mentioned like having a little bit of wax, I'm going to go ahead and take just some coconut oil. Doesn't matter what kind. Coconut oil is coconut oil. Take a small amount here, just like literally a very small amount. I'm going to heat it up in between my fingers, and I'm going to apply it to the brows. This is going to help with the irritation, of course. So, and it's also really good for your skin. It's also going to kind of lay your brows in a certain position while you do this. So what I do is I take my fingers and I brush them kind of like diagonal, like up and out. That way I can see where the bottom edge is. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is take just like an eyebrow spoolie. I got really lucky. I found it was a pack of like 20 different brushes. Like, this is not even a joke. I found 20, and these are all like extremely freaking soft, like baby soft, like, oh my gosh, super soft. 20 brushes, and I think I paid like $5 for the lot of them. It's ridiculous. Which was awesome. Very, very awesome. I use quite a few like flat paddle brushes for my tutorials when I apply eyeshadow damp. So anyways, it came with this really awesome spoolie. It's kind of thick, sturdy, which is awesome. That's what you need. I'm going to take a pair of just little silver scissors, and I'm going to go ahead and brush my brow hairs upwards. Now, I basically leave the tail alone because mine are very, very thin, as you can see, and there's not a lot of hair, so I really don't want to trim that. But I will take that spoolie and I will brush my hair upwards, and where the edge of the brow is, that's where I trim it. So I will brush them up. Whatever hairs are past that line, they get trimmed. So that way it's like nice, perfect, groomed. Let's see here. It's so easy, guys. Like, eyebrows can be so easy, or they can be hard. It depends. Mine are very simple to work with. But just as a rule of thumb, whenever you go to brush up, I do this all the way to the middle of the arch, and then wherever the arch is, that's when I'm like, okay, that's good. I don't go any further than that. But that way it's a clean straight line. It looks a lot better whenever it's filled in, of course. Now I only have to do this yeah, like about every 2 months. Just a nice clean line, and again I leave the tail alone. So that way when everything is like brushed out, you have this like perfect, nice, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now if you're like me and you have like a few of those hairs here at the beginning, they're like, I don't know what the word would be, sprightly? I don't know, they're just like right there. I will take my scissors and in a downward angle, just trim, just like that. This one's alright. This one goes crazy though. Like, brows are not twins, guys. They are not. They're sisters, but they're not twins. Okay. there we go. That is how I do my eyebrows, at least for the grooming, etc. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about any of the products that I am using, you guys know how to reach me. Feel free. Yeah, so how I feel about this, I like this. I like this a lot. I was nervous because I thought it was going to hurt, and guess what? Lo and behold, I have sensitive skin. Didn't hurt at all. Didn't hurt at all. I think waxing my brows hurt a lot more than this did. Yeah, so that is going to be it for this video, but I hope to have another video up very soon. I may film it tonight, maybe tomorrow, on how I actually fill in my brows. I've had a few requests for that, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.